What's up, guys? Welcome to the official start of Halloween spooky season. It's officially October, which means I am going to so many fun Halloween spooky fall events here in Los Angeles. Today I am starting off with the opening night of Haunt of Halloween here in Mission Viejo at the Kaleidoscope Mall. So hope you're excited. Let's do it. Hello friends, and welcome back to Borderline Millennials, the one-stop shop for everything that's fun and exciting happening here in Los Angeles. I am your girl Sahara, and I am the Borderline Millennial of this channel, here to bring you some really fun things that are happening in Los Angeles. And for this special month of October, I'm going to be bringing you some of the best spooky events to attend this month. As I mentioned in one of my last videos, during the entire month of October, I'm going to be sharing and reviewing some of the best and most fun Halloween spooky experiences here in Los Angeles. And as it's October, of course, you know, I've already been attending some really awesome events, and the first one is going to be this video right now. So to kick things off, the first event that I went to for spooky season is Haunt of Halloween, located in Mission Viejo, California. So Mission Viejo is not technically Los Angeles, it's just outside in the Orange County area, so it's about a 40-minute from downtown Los Angeles, if that's a great way for you to kind of get a point of reference for where this is. Haunt of Halloween is a new event that's come to the Southern California region that has all things Halloween. It incorporates a lot of the spooky elements of Halloween that you know and love, like a scary maze, lots of visual effects, as well as some fun spooky facts and spooky artifacts, things like that. So this event, like I said, is located in Mission Viejo at the Kaleidoscope Mall. It just started on September 30th and will be running all the way through October 31st, so you have many weeks to go ahead and attend this event if this sounds like it's something good for you. The event is actually from Thursday through Sunday, where Thursday and Sunday are their lighter days, so tickets are $20 per person, and then on Friday and Saturday, tickets are $25 per person. They're also really inclusive in the fact that they have an event that's separate for the children, so if you don't want something spooky or scary, you can still have fun with the family at this event from 2 to 5 on the weekends. And for those special event times, the tickets are actually lower, so it's only $15 per kid and per adult, so for pretty much anyone that will be attending during those times. Then they go ahead and they close at 5 p.m. and then reopen again at 6 p.m. on the weekends and all the way through midnight. Let's just jump right in and let me tell you about experiencing this event. So I had the awesome opportunity to attend this event on the first weekend that it started, and so I was really excited to check this event out because I think this is the first year that this event is actually happening, and I got to be one of the first few people to actually experience it. The event actually starts right at the door, where you get thrown right into the spooky, scary maze. So this haunted maze is something that I definitely don't recommend anyone do if you have an aversion to strobe lights or any like flickering lights of any sort, because this entire event and this specific maze utilizes a lot of strobe light effects, as well as it's very dark. It's you're visually impaired kind of, and there's a lot of fog in there. So if that's something that kind of, you know, rubs you the wrong way, or that's not something that you're into, I don't think I'd recommend this event for you. But if strobes don't affect you and you like low light situations and you like being scared, then definitely go to this event, because the maze I felt was actually really fun, because it wasn't just your normal, you know, walk into a haunted house and just walk around and get scared, but it's actually something that you have to navigate through while you're being scared. So it kind of adds to the element of, you know, being of scariness and spookiness and things like that. So I'm not usually one that likes to be scared, but I don't know what it was about this spooky season that, you know, I'm just must be braver than I have been before, because I was down to do this maze. I typically don't do them, and I got through it. I'm alive, as you can tell, and I made it out. But I had a lot of fun going into this maze. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, you know, record while I was in this maze, but that's actually more preferred for myself, just because I was able to like fully experience it. But I also won't be giving you guys any of those major spoilers of where the jump scares are, so that when you go, you can experience it, you know, to its fullest potential in the way that it was intended, without knowing, you know, who's gonna pop out when and where. So I think by not having that video, you'll you'll be able to see everything for the first time as I did. I had a good time in there. I definitely got scared and screamed a couple of times, but it was really creepy. I thought it was a really well done maze. And then as soon as you exit the maze, you arrive at the event itself. The first thing that Arjun and I did when we got out of the maze was, one, catch our breath, because we were out of breath just like from screaming and being scared and kind of holding our breath the whole time. So we caught our breath. We took a picture at the photo op, and then we went over to the back section that actually had a lot of old movie artifacts. So there was some stuff from the Nightmare on Elm Street, as well as a few other movies that you would know of if you're a fan of horror, or if you just honestly like know of any Halloween type movies. And then right next to that, just kind of continuing on with the famous movies that have to do with Halloween and all things spooky and scary, they had 3 different stands of photo opportunities. The first one was from The Shining, which is the red rum like murder door that you can take a picture in front of. And then the second photo op station is actually kind of like a scene from Halloween. So you had Michael Myers there with his knife. And then finally, the third photo opportunity was with Oogie Boogie. So obviously, Oogie Boogie is my guy. So, I had to be the one to take a picture with him. Okay, and then moving on from there is a cool, creepy, spooky, all things scary kind of artifact museum that they had there. It's not a full-blown museum, so don't expect, the natural history museum, but it's a nice little pocket of cool artifacts that you can look at. And then this is something that's actually an additional fee, so it's $3 extra per person, and it's only cash, so make sure you have cash, but they also have an ATM machine. We went ahead and did it just because, we had the cash on hand, and we love, learning a lot of new things, especially during the spooky season, seeing some spooky artifacts. And so we went ahead and did this experience, and just because there was no line for it, the person who was there, accepting the tickets and who actually put this little museum together, gave us kind of a personal tour and told us like actual history and really cool history of everything that was on display in that museum. So that was totally worth the $6 that we paid between the two of us. I'm going to add a little video right now of the person giving us a little bit of a sneak peek about what a X-ray vinyl record is. Yeah, here's a little sneak peek of what you can expect at the museum here at the Haunt of Halloween.
It's called a bone record. Oh. In the 60s in Russia, it was illegal to sell albums or records.
Yeah.
So when something is illegal, what do? People go underground to do that. And what they discovered is that negatives and X-rays, you could actually create a record on. Elvis Presley, Neil Diamond, whatever you're into. And look at that. This is one of the...
Wow.
See, it's actually an X-ray, but if you look, you can actually see the grooves.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I never heard of this.
Isn't that cool? And I would play it. I'm kind of afraid to, actually.
Yeah.
Quite honestly. So, bone record.
Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that was really fun for you and makes you actually want to learn more about cool artifacts here. But then let me move on a little bit to what else is there. So 2 other things that happen here at Haunt of Halloween is that they have a Face Your Fears exhibit as well as a reptile exhibit. So the Face Your Fears exhibit is something that I got to do. I don't even know why I ended up doing it, because I've seen it on late night shows where they stick their hand in a mystery box, and I was like, I've always wanted to do that, and maybe I won't be a guest on a late night show anytime soon, but the opportunity presented itself, so I went ahead and did it, and I felt some really weird things. I mean, I'm glad I did it, and I don't think I'll ever have to be doing it again. So let me just push forward to talk about the reptile exhibit, where I actually got to touch a snake. So on the website for Haunt of Halloween, it tells you that there's going to be a reptile exhibit. I was expecting a lot of different reptiles there. I don't know if it was because I came kind of later in the day, I did a 9 p.m. visitation, or because it was early on when the event started, but there was only one reptile there, which kind of bummed me out a bit. Even though the snake that was there was really a cute snake and I got to touch it, and I can't believe I touched it, but I don't know, I was just hoping that there were other reptiles there, like a baby alligator or lizards or something else that could have been there, because I just felt that experience fell a little flat for me. But I don't know if that's just a one-day thing and it was just a fluke that I encountered, but I don't know, that's just something to keep in mind in case you were really going there for the reptile exhibit. I wouldn't expect more than just one snake at this point, but that was kind of the biggest bummer for me. But everything else, like that I've talked about so far, was like, really good, and I actually really enjoyed. So there's that with the reptile exhibit. And then finally, one of the main features and main events of the Haunt of Halloween experience is that they do have a stage that has live performances every night on a rolling basis. So they have live performances that are every 30 minutes and between each of the days. And so every 30 minutes, you can look forward to seeing a live performance on their stage, whether it be a musical performance or an illusionist or something else that kind of enhances the spooky experience. You can expect to see that there on the stage. The day that I went, there was a performance. It was kind of like a comedy, macabre musical performance by a man named Monte Revolta. So he's just like a old zombie dude who was just singing. His character was supposedly somebody, who had died, that was a musician, and now they're in the afterlife performing for all of us zombies and ghouls and whatever you want to call us. And then on the stage, they had a live pianist as well as a zombie who was his, duet partner. And it was just a really funny event. I actually had a really good time. I laughed a lot. I laughed out loud. And they interacted with the audience a little bit, which was really cool. And so, yeah, I had a really fun time with their main event, and I'm glad that I did because it's something that I think a lot of people might come to this event for, and it didn't let me down at all, which was great. So let me add a little bit of that footage in here and show you just kind of one of my favorite scenes from the show without giving you too much of a spoiler of the entire show. So, yeah, go ahead and watch that, and then I'll be right back.
Happy haunts materialize and pretend to walk alive. Everybody goes mountains through the light. Don't close your eyes and don't try to hide. The seal is squeezing by your side. Shrouded in a dark disguise, they pretend to terrorize. Everybody goes mountains through the light. Everybody goes mountains through the light.
So you've seen me ramble on about Haunt of Halloween now for the last however many minutes it's been, but that is gonna conclude, the synopsis of what happened at this event. So looking back on it and thinking back on my time there, I have to say that this was a really fun event for me. I had a great time. Arjuna had a great time attending this event. I'm really so thankful that they invited me out to attend this event and to give you guys my honest feedback, because that's something that I always want to do. I think I would recommend that you attend this event. I don't know if I would necessarily put it at the very top of my must-do events here in Los Angeles, but I would recommend doing it if it's something that's, one, local to you, because it is a bit far. So if you're on the west side, I don't know if I think you should travel all the way to Mission Viejo to go to this event. But if you are anywhere like towards the eastern side of Los Angeles or anywhere closer like Irvine or anywhere in the Orange County region, then yeah, definitely check it out just because it's a really fun local event next to you. There was a lot of great things that happened here at this event. I really loved the maze. I really loved the Face Your Fears exhibit, as well as the person who was giving the tours to give us like the full details of the museums and the artifacts. And of course, I love the live performance and taking photos at the photo op stations. I think that was all really great. The things that I think could be improved for this event, I definitely think the reptile exhibit should be improved. And I also just feel like there was a lot of dead space that I felt like wasn't utilized a lot in the actual facility itself. I don't know if I wanted, maybe some more zombies walking around to make it a fully immersive event and experience for you, so that as soon as you walk out of that maze that you feel like you're in a whole different world. So I think I would definitely hope that that gets improved as this event goes on and if this event continues on in the future. But I had a really great time. And I definitely recommend that if you do go on a weekend and go experience this event when it's, you know, in its full swing on the weekend around, you know, 6 or 7 p.m. when it first opens, because I think that maybe it'll have a little bit more reptiles there, or maybe it'll be a little bit more interactive and there'll be more people there and it could be like a better experience for you. I hope you enjoyed this review of the first Halloween event that I've gone to this season, and I hope you're looking forward to more. The next event that I will be attending is the Freeform Halloween Road, so you can check out that video as soon as it's out in a few days from when this video gets released. I know I normally do my videos every other Saturday, but just because there's so many things going on and I'm going to so many events, I'm going to try to give you some more content more frequently throughout October. So instead of, you know, 2 videos, there might be 3, 4, 5, or 6. I don't know. But you can always stay tuned to what is going to be posted on this channel by subscribing and turning on those notifications and making sure that you're following me on Instagram at Borderline Millennials and at Sahara Not Sarah to always see what I'm up to and to just get the latest on what is going on in Los Angeles. So make sure you like this video and, you know, in the comment section, let me know if Haunt of Halloween is an event that you can see yourself going to this year. I'm looking forward to giving you guys so many more reviews of spooky season here in Los Angeles, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye!